What is up, guys? It's too late to escape here, bringing you another Banes of Snow war recap. Now, as you can see, this war is technically not over, but then again, them being this far behind and this little time being left in war, I don't think there's much that they can do. So let's get right into it. First attack is going to be Effie taking on their number 8, Pekka. Now, as you can see here, Pekka over here has all his air defenses in one giant compartment in the core. So the way Effie saw it was he could easily just earthquake in, send in a bunch of Valks, and then have loons for the back end. So he's going to start out with his earthquakes, which is what you always want to do, spells first, because there's no point in waiting. So as we can see here, he drops his earthquakes, just open up a straight path to the core, and he's going to start some wizards off on those trash buildings in the back, which is perfect, because you don't want to leave those behind and risk your troops missing them and having to come all the way back. So he drops a couple golems in, a line of wizards to create the funnel, a hound comes out, he drops his heroes, because at this point he knows the funnel's going to be made, everything's focused on the golems, wizard making the funnel. Here, he sends in a couple test valves, which we always do, because you want to make sure that they don't walk. As you can see here, he saw they were going in the middle, so he sends them in. He drops a heal on them, because once again, Valks under heal, nothing can really take them out. Those pups might do a little bit of damage, but they're not going to do much. He drops in that rage, rages them through all those high HP buildings. They're going to take out the clan castle, the town hall. All these Teslas popped were in the core, and as you can see, as the last air defense comes down, he's going to start sending in his loons. And he has 13 loons for the back end. There's not that many defenses. So he's just going to swarm the space with loons. And as you can see here, he still has a couple Valks, wizards up, 2 golems, both his heroes. This attack was just a smashing. Here, some skeletons came out on his balloon, so he just pops that queen ability, make sure to take care of them as fast as possible. Didn't want to lose any balloons to that. There was an archer tower over here, which he could have saved 1 balloon for, but hey, it works out for him. As you can see here, this golem's about to smash this builder's hut. Pretty sure that's what got him the 3-star, was that 1 golem. But let's speed this up a little bit. They're just going to go do some cleanup. And right there, we have a beautiful, beautiful Go Valo from our boy Effie. Alright, so this next attack is done by yours truly, attacking up to their number 5. Now in my scout for the base, I noticed that they have level 6 air defenses, so I figured why not an air attack. And over here at the top, they conveniently have a cannon, which I can drop a golem on. I'll know exactly where it's going, and I can create the funnel all around it. So right there, the golem goes down, 3 wizards on each side, start that funnel. And once those trash buildings start getting taken care of, we'll drop in that jump, drop in my heroes, and everything will start moving towards the inside of the base. And here, as the queen gets a shot off on the king, he's going to redirect to her. And right here, I drop a heal on top of my king and then pop his ability. Because those barbarians under heal cannot be taken out by anything except for a giant bomb. But think about it, you have about 10 barbarians, all under rage, being healed up, pretty much invincible. They can take out a giant part of the compartment. There, the Archer Queen takes out the other air defense. I start my hound deployment, 2 hounds on first air defense. Target my balloons, 2 on each defense. Here my 3rd and 4th hound go in. More balloons to come in behind them. And as you can see at this point, balloons are swarming in on the defenses. Air defenses are being tanked by hounds. Drop a couple rages to speed everything up. And now, my mistake on this was I didn't leave a balloon or wizards in the back end for the cleanup, but it all worked out. So here, as they swarm up to the top to those last defenses, I drop an archer on the side to start the cleanup, but archers don't have that high of DPS, so it's going to be working slow. Let's speed through this up a little bit. And this part took forever live, because I was a little scared I was going to run out of time, but it ended up working out just fine. Those balloons split up, they take care of it, all the high HP storages and town halls in the center, and then those balloons take care of the outside. Now what I could have done, since they had level 6 air defenses, is maybe take one less hound, a couple more wizards, or a couple more balloons that I could have saved for the end to help with cleanup. But as long as we get the 3-star, we're happy with it. Alright, and now towards the top is where things get kind of crazy. Of course, we have our great Queen Alicia getting yet another triple. So let's go ahead and watch that. Now here, this is a rush Town Hall 10. He's got some Town Hall 8 defenses, some Town Hall 9 defense, but he does have all his Expos and Inferno Towers down. Fortunate for us, unfortunately for him, he has both on single. So Queen immediately thought, witches. So, of course, you see a couple of witches, well, 7 witches there and a couple in the clan castle. So let's get right to it. Of course, he has the Queen Walk. So, I believe that is what he's going to be starting out with. There he drops his Queen and a couple healers. And you saw he dropped that wizard at that top building just so she wouldn't have to walk up there. And immediately he drops a couple golems. He starts getting his wizards to make that funnel. Drops all his witches right there because you know there's only one place they're going to go. And he drops that jump so they're going to go straight to it. And he rages them right there. There's nothing scarier than witches under rage. So right here, everything starts moving in. The Queen is walking around the outside, which is exactly what he wants. He wants her to clear off everything on the sides. That way when the witches go in, they have nowhere really to walk to. So here, the Hound pops that was in the CC. He drops a couple poisons on it, gets rid of it. He rages the core and freezes an Inferno Tower and 2 Expos. He got so much value for that freeze. And here, as you can see, everything's swarming in the core. There's nothing left in the core. There's an Inferno Tower, which the King's about to take down now. There's an Expo, which just went down. And here, this backhand jump is crucial. It lets all your troops that went into the core be able to get out and keep clearing the base rather than just sit there and beat on a wall or anything. So as you can see, that's going on. If you notice the Queen, she is still at full health. Nothing is damaging her. Nothing has touched the heroes. She's still doing her cleanup. And here, as the last bit of his witches and wizards go down, his King is doing a little bit of tanking. I can speed this up just a little bit. The King's about to die. The witch and the wizard are dead. And here, all he has is his Queen and her healers. And she is just going to wipe the rest of the space. She took out the first half of the base. The witches and the King and the wizards went down the middle, took out the middle, and now she's clearing off the other side of the base. This was a beautiful 3-star done by Queen. I love how he didn't send his Queen in. He just let her walk around the base, take out the outer edge, and he let his kill squad and everything else take care of the middle. So we have a beautiful 3-star by Queen. Alright. Next we have Earth Dragon X. Ooh. They're going in on our number 1. I don't think they'll be able to touch his base. Alright, so here we have Earth getting a triple on their 1. Let's go ahead and watch it. And here he has a few witches queued up, a Queen Walk, just standard at Town Hall 10 and Town Hall 11. So let's see how he's going to start this out at. He drops a wizard over here on that army camp to just kind of start creating his funnel. He's going to drop his Queen here shortly with her healers. And she's just going to start clearing everything off in that compartment. Now, I don't know exactly what he intended for her to do here because I wasn't around for the scout. But she's actually going to work her way into this compartment, which is going to work perfectly for him because she's going to clear out all those defenses, all those trash buildings. Then she's going to get out and walk around the base. But here she steps in. She's clearing out some trash buildings. She has a couple defenses on her, so he's going to need to drop a rage here pretty soon. There it is. And the Queen being under rage is going to help her take everything out much faster. The healers under rage are going to keep her up. So here, she's going to take out those couple buildings, and then she's going to start beating on this wall, get out, and walk counterclockwise around the space, which works out perfectly for him. Which I think this is what he wanted to do because he's going to come in with his kill squad on this side. So as she walks up a little bit more, takes out some of that trash building, he's going to send in a couple golems and wizards behind him to create the funnel. And here this Eagle Artillery took out some of his wall breakers on the bottom golem, but the top wall breakers managed to make it in just fine. So he sends in all his witches right here, just pours everything he has into this. And I want you to notice here in a little bit, he is going to pop this Grand Warden's ability right about now. And this is crucial. Most people like to save the Grand Warden's ability for later in the raid, like you would with most heroes, but with the Grand Warden ability, you want to pop it right as you're about to counter the core, because his ability will make all your troops invincible. So if all your troops are about to hit the core, where there's going to be the most damage coming to them, they're going to counter Clan Castle troops, they're going to get closer to the Eagle Artillery. If you can keep them invincible for those few seconds, they're going to be able to tear through all of it. And once it's done, you're practically going to have your whole kill squad left for your cleanup. So let's see what he does here. Right here, everything's invincible. He took out, or he froze the Eagle and the Inferno Tower. He dropped that jump just to get everything moving in. And as you can see here, everything is raged, everything just ripping through all of it. And I don't know if you noticed, but he used an earthquake on the Town Hall, the Clan Castle, the Inferno Towers, and the Eagle, which took out 25% of their health, which is huge. Especially for the Town Hall and Clan Castle, because that's way less damage that your troops have to do. And as you can see here, there's not much left. There's a couple point defenses on the outside, maybe 3 splashes. So his witches are going to take care of it. He has a couple witches and queens still walking around the outside. They're just clearing all of that. He has a jump in the core, his second jump, which is going to let all his witches and skeletons kind of pour in. His warden's still at full ability. He drops this wizard down here to start doing cleanup, which was perfect. Unfortunately, he's going to walk up into a giant bomb and get taken out, but you can't predict for that. But if that giant bomb wasn't there, that wizard would have helped him do so much cleanup, but he didn't even really need it, because look at all those skeletons, look at all those witches, his queen, his warden, everything is left there, just clearing everything up. This was a beautiful war by all the Bands of Snow members, and as this one finishes up, that was a triple on their number 1, which you don't really see much, but hey, we've seen it in the past 2 war recaps. Alright guys, and that's it for this war. Let's see what they did. They didn't even get a single star on him. They got a 43%. There's no way they're coming back. So I would like to thank all the Bands of Snow members for warring this war. You can see them all over here. We had an amazing war this time. And before we sign off, I actually want to mention a couple things. If we go over here, you can see that Earth, who was our number 1, has managed to make it into Titan League, setting a new record for the clan. And I want to say congratulations, man. That's an amazing achievement, and keep it up. Keep up those 3 stars. The second one is actually going to be yours truly for reaching 10,000 donations, which, hey, I love to help out the clan, so I'm more than happy to have this milestone. And then we have, last but not least, we have Troy down here, who somehow has managed to get 2,085 defenses. That is crazy. But, hey, I'm sure he had to drop a couple trophies to stay in that league below, but someone challenged him to do it, and he did it. So I want to thank all of you guys for watching this, and we'll catch you next time at Bands of Snow War Recaps.